It sucks! Hello everybody, welcome to the HiGPS show. Today we're gonna look at the gas passer, and this is actually a weapon that I've known about for a while. Yes, as you can see, GPS stands for gas passer sucks. And we're gonna look into why this weapon sucks, why it is so incredibly underwhelming, and stuff like that. Because I did pitch this idea a while ago. I'm not entirely sure if when I visited Valve last May, it's almost coming up in a year, if I pitched this idea or not, but I have pitched it before. Basically what I wanted was this, except when you lit the gas cloud on fire, it went like if you YouTube, just YouTube gasoline gallon explosion, or like gas can lit on fire, you know, that. I wanted that area denial for the pyro. You throw it and then the area burns or it explodes or whatever. But instead what we got was something absolutely trash. So basically how it works, you throw, people get covered in this if they walk in it. So if I take this pyro and I push him into it, he will take this, makes also the pyro burn, because essentially it's the gas that burns. So if we were to compare like burn times, let's see if I can hit this right. So then we light these two guys on fire at the same time. This guy will burn a lot longer than this guy. As you can see, he is still burning. Now, if you compare this with because whenever they take damage, they're gonna be lit on fire, whether if it's rocket jumping themselves or anything. So if you like use this, you can like two-shot most classes. It seems pretty good, but the answer is that the other pyro melee unlocks that you have are just better at this overall. And the afterburn, if you just basically, if you do this and you just hit this and you lit them on fire once, they should burn for 50, but I've only recorded 45. Basically. So, as you can see, the gas builds over time, and it doesn't last very long. In fact, it lasts as long as the chorus. Oops, that was wrong. Let's try that again. Over here this time. So as soon as the yeah disappears, the gas cloud is gone. So it doesn't last very long. And also you build it faster by doing damage. However, you have to do a lot of damage for this to work, and it only lasts about 5 seconds. However, if you throw it up, you will see that the gas cloud actually, oh, whoops, that was a bad throw. If you throw it on the wall, you can see that the gas cloud goes down on the ground. Now there's a couple of downsides with this. You don't have a shotgun or any melee range weapon. That sucks. That sucks big time. So what's also pretty bad is that you would think, all right, so my flame damage do more damage if I coat people in gasoline, and the answer is no. You do exactly the same flame damage. It's just that the afterburn when you've stopped burning them is actually longer. So hitting a guy with this gas passer and burning them perfectly without missing a single flame particle does the exact same damage as the flamethrower you would have used if you didn't throw it. So actually, it doesn't enhance you. I think that could be, I think we can just end it there. It doesn't enhance you. It sucks. But I still have to show it. So, since the Puff of Smuff only lasts a short while, Amadeus tested this and confirmed something that I wasn't aware of, and that is an enemy pyro can completely negate this thing with one button, and that button is right click. So if I throw and hit some guys, and they get shot by like a sniper or whatever, and they lit on fire because they're out of my flamethrower range, then if the pyro stands in the cloud, air blasts them while they're still in the cloud, they won't get soaked or reignited again. So a pyro completely counters this by just clicking, and it lasts for like 5 seconds, you know? The duration of the gas chorus. And since you only do about, let's say people are far away, right? And then you throw it, and then they get like hit by, you know, melee weapon or fuck. They get hit by like a melee weapon or something, and they burn for like 50 damage, and you think like, oh, you know, 50 damage over the course of several seconds, you know, ticks of 4. could be pretty good. But even at that range, if we just take a look at the shotgun, do you know how much damage the shotgun does at like a fairly long range? Oh, there we go. We have done more damage than this fucking afterburn did. Instantly, I didn't have to charge up for fucking forever to just do that. And don't get me fucking started on what you can do with just like the flare gun. If you just hit people with like a single flare, it does like 30 on impact, and then it does the 50 afterburn. And then if you hit him again, it's like 90, you know? It sucks! Why would I ever use this? There's absolutely no reason. It manages to be more shit than this weapon. Heck, even this weapon. But GPS, what about the Neon Annihilator? Do you see the Neon Annihilator here? It's not here. Fuck, shit, ass. This weapon is ass. Ugh. So with that out of the way, let's go look at the demos. So I'll actually start us off this time by going into the intro. Did I miss anything? Yeah, it's also, you can also keep it while you're dead. So basically it's like an Overwatch ult charge. So like this weapon is so shit and takes so long to build that the developer's like, well, if you die and you lose it, then I guess you can keep it. So this is gonna be me playing here. Let me just make sure that I can see the chat as well. So here we are on Borneo. Someone's like, oh, it's good on this map. And I'm like, no, it's not good on anything. And you can see setup time, here we go. That right there, I spent my setup time thing, threw at it because I didn't know it at this time. It had absolutely no impact on that soldier whatsoever. So then of course we go back. I tried to use the power jack because I do want that extra mobility because I can't close gaps and I don't have a gap closer in forms of a shotgun or a weapon. And keep in mind also shooting people multiple times does not reset the fire thing. So then I'm like, medic, there's a crit screed guy, medic, stay back, don't go in, fuck. And then we try and burn the guy and he gets burned and then we throw it! All right, he's in the thing. Out of range. Now if my teammates at any point in time would have just shot anything on him, we could have gotten him, but he was out of range and fuck. But luckily random crits as people come through teleporter is fair for us. However, there's sentries and stuff right there and I don't want to overextend, so just go back, grab the health, and then go back to the payload and keep pushing. There we go, there we go. Looking around for stuff. Oh, snipers and stuff. Whoa, almost got the passer ready. Oh, burn, burn, burn. All right, we got the passer. There's a bunch of dudes over there. We throw it. Now, I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm not gonna stop the demo right here because what happens after my death is important. Oh, the heavy's burning. It actually worked. He's actually burning and he died. So if the heavy had at any point in time around less than 50 health and the rocket hit him, he would have died anyway because rockets do like 104 damage or something like that. But let's just say if it wasn't for my afterburn, he wouldn't have died. However, if I would have shot him with a shotgun or a flare, he would be dead faster and I might have been alive. Ugh, you can never come on top on this thing ever. It's so bad. So basically, I said this on Twitter. This is basically how to be effective as Pyro without a secondary, all right? So next up, I'm just gonna fast forward to a tick here. This is gonna be Nurse playing Pyro. She was like, you know, I don't play Pyro that often, you know, I'm not that good at Pyro, but she fucking has like an Australian festive gun, and I'm like, I find that hard to believe. Anyway, we're now on Steel, a map that is great, and the audio is a bit loud, sorry about that. And then throws it at the heavy. And then goes here and just burns people. Doing the defensive thing. Burn, burn, burn. We can throw it again. However, it won't matter because they're already on fire. Oh, it's good against pyros. So if we burn this pyro. Good. He's actually burning. He's taking afterburn damage. However, a shotgun would have killed him by now. But we allowed him to live because So Uber comes in, right click, pretty good defense there. Oh, spy, gotta be burning him. Well, we're running a little low on ammo. Oh, we got the double dispensers back in the base. And there we go. And we have this again, and throw. We missed. And, oh! That was beautiful. It's Absolutely beautiful. Nice little reflect there, burning guys. Oh, let's burn them again. Try. Oh, another reflect. We hit somebody. Oh, there's a bunch of soldiers. We tried to reflect. Okay, throw this! And now it's gone. It's gone. The thing you threw, it's gone. It doesn't last very long. 5 seconds. There you go. However, the effect of it lasts 10 seconds, similar to Jarate and Mad Milk. And also, you do indeed throw it longer than you throw Jarate or Mad Milk. It seems like the projectile is a lot faster. So if you think the throwing is weird, that's because it is. I guess it's probably meant to be like a long-range throwing weapon, but it stinks. And we have it again. So we've actually had quite a few of these now, so we can just throw it in here. Keep in mind, soldiers rocket jumping by themselves will ignite themselves. And I'm not sure if fall damage does, however, it's not important. What's important is that Nurse is doing a great job just defending, air blasting, has a lot of heals. Doesn't hit everything, but that's okay. We have forward dispensers. Engineer.
Teamwork.
Is the best. Spy doesn't stand a chance. There's been some cleanup in the back of the base here, but that's okay. We're still holding. And despite having used this weapon multiple times... Oh, there we go! Nice! And it's kind of underwhelming. I mean, if that would have been Jarate or Mad Milk, we would have had an incredible sustain for the heals, or just an incredible killing with Jarate, because like everyone will do more damage. Here's like, oh yeah, 50 damage over time eventually. Maybe you'll get there. So I found that Rattle Wrench has probably the best reaction to using this weapon, and when I first saw this the first time, I found this very, very funny. So here he is on Upward. This used to be the Pyro kill room before Pyro got nerfed. And as you can see, he's in battle with another Pyro here. Go down and you are able to do some trickery, however, if you kill yourself and pick up the gas passer and you throw it, and then you can, or you respawn and then throw. Because if you die holding it, you respawn with full gas. So you could potentially throw 2 of them back to back if you decide to pick it up, but that's not really worth it. He's like, yeah, okay, so this is a gas passer. Sucks! I don't need that. Fucking sucks. Throw it in the pit. It's like, fuck this weapon. And this is like one of those weapons that you can actually throw. So there you go. So then he goes in and tries to burn the heavy. I'm not sure which. I think he's using the Homewrecker, so that's why he isn't moving fast. Something like that. So there we go. Just some more burning. And then running back. Health pack is great. Waiting for it. Running to another Pyro, air blast him away. Throw! Yeah! Now my teammates can do 50 damage over time. Oh, fix you. So, I think I forget who said this in the email, but it was basically like, congratulations, Valve created like an unlock for a class that has absolutely no synergy with the class whatsoever. And you should already know this, because like, even if you hit people with this thing and you burn them perfectly, it's like it's exactly as if you didn't throw it. Like it's only good if you miss. So it's like the only time this weapon performs well is when you are performing poorly. So it's kind of like inverse feedback. I don't know. But here he is on a good flank regardless. This is good Pyro strats. Just hold that M1 button. The soldier didn't even notice him. Go grab this health. And then he's going to go on the flank here. All right, so we're in position. Throw it! Oh, so we didn't burn the medic completely? That's fine. We actually have that. However, the afterburn damage is the same. So even though if he didn't burn him all the way, he didn't burn him for short enough a time that the regular flame afterburn would have ended by that time. And then he gets sniped by a sniper because, yeah. So that's fun. So if you were like, man, I can't figure out when this weapon is good, and the answer is it's never. Like the ideal scenario where you would use this is outshined by shotgun, scorch shot, detonator, and flare gun all at once. So here we have Eloressa using this with the extinguisher, because if you throw this, you can do 2 quick melee swings and do a lot of damage. However, it is faster just to use flare gun, detonator, scorch shot, or just regular flamethrower and switch and do the puff and sting. However, you will do a lot of damage, but it's not worth it. So there you go, nice throw in the choke there, and now this scout is able to reap in a whopping additional 50 damage over time on these guys, but we're going out of there, so we didn't really do that. So despite hitting a bunch of them in a great choke, it didn't do anything. We might as well have just shot a detonator or a scorch shot, and we would have about the same effect. And we wouldn't have to wait as long. So now we don't have a secondary weapon, so we're kind of screwed. We have to wait for this thing to get ready. And there we go, we'll launch the scout to space. It's the Eloressa Scout Space Program. And there we go, we're gonna move up to the high ground here and throw it! Yeah, hit the sniper. Sniper catches on fire from explosives. And maybe he will die, maybe he won't. We won't know. So there we go, Uber coming in. Burn, 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 burn on the point. Ignore the sentry that's in a shit spot. Scout kills the sniper. Capture, victory! So from this we learned that if she would have used anything but the gas passer, any other secondary, she would have been better off in every single situation. I know that weapons in TF2 are meant to be situational, but this weapon doesn't have a single situation where it's good, except for the fact that you maybe hit an invisible spy if you just throw it fucking somewhere, right? So this is Avast free adware, and he is gonna show us, like, some people like to push the boundaries of what you're allowed to do in an episode, because normally it's like, yeah, you use this weapon and you show what this weapon is good for, and that's it, right? But the Avast free adware, he has his own plans. He bends the rules, you know. He does what he wants to do. So he's currently on the roof here, does a bit of some air blast reflex. Ooh, that was a close one. Let's see, so pyro shows that he has the power jack. Kind of like a taunt, and burns them eventually. And now we have it. We have the thing. Whoop. We have it, but we're gonna grab some health first, and then go back to the high ground. Oh, and throw it! Yeah, cool. Fuck, no one's here. Oh, we actually hit them. Okay, so they're on fire. Nice. They're on fire, and no one did anything. So, fuck that. I'm gonna use this. Let's see, have we lit people on fire? Can we see? I don't have hit sounds on, so I don't. So switch this back. Okay, so yeah, he's actually lit people on fire from that distance. And then he uses the afterburn to build on this thing. There we go. Even with, like, the gas passer is better if you use it in conjunction with, like, a flare gun secondary and you switch around like this. God, this weapon is fucking garbage. It might as well be filled with fertilizer, you know? It might as well. Oops, sentry. It would have been useful if buildings could have caught fire, because buildings can't catch on fire. However, it's the gas that oh, that was a great throw. It would be cool if also you could, like, if you air blasted the cloud would move as well. That could also be like an interesting mechanic that you could use. You could, like, throw it on the ground, blast it into enemy guys, so it's like a ball of flames just running in, burning people, lighting them on fire. You know, that would be fun and good. It would be like super anti-spy in tight corridors, but that's where spies, or that's where pyros are supposed to be good, you know. So medic has Uber. Here we go. Throw it and nothing. Similar with Girardi, though, if nobody hits it, it doesn't do anything, and then he runs into this guy and dies. But the medic let him down, and he's like,
"You failed me! Incompetence surrounds me! How is this possible?"
That's what you say when your teammates let you down. So, moving on, this is gonna be Avast, and the title of this demo is just fucking up. So here he is. Running out to middle. We have setup times, we're just gonna fast forward. Keep in mind you can see it builds, and then you have it ready. 10 seconds, all right, so we have this. This is a weapon, it sucks. All right, so we're just gonna inspect it, and throw it. And it's done. It's gone. The gas is gone. So then we're just hanging back here. We don't have a secondary, so we're just going to hang out with our friend engineer. Spy checking like this. Running up here. Oh, there's a soldier. Oh, run back and get some health. And oh, there's some guys down on there. Well, scout's in a good spot. We're just taking some damage. I blink the medic, build some Uber. And I'm going to go around here and just burn the scout, push him away. Oh, he died. And, oh, sentry. Can't do anything about that. We have absolutely nothing to deal with sentries. And let's grab this. And, ha! Fuck. God damn it. Oh, well, that was a colossal failure. Jeez, what a fuck up. Let's continue the fuck up by running into 2 heavies on the cart. It's gotta be the worst feeling, man. Like this, like you're so reliant on a secondary as pyro to deal with anything like the heavies and stuff at long range, and you throw it and you fucking miss, and then you have nothing. It's like you can't just put the gas back into it. You could be like, hey, come here, gas, just put it back in. No, can't do that. All right, so it's not a pyro episode unless we have some flog cancer floating about. So let's do that. Let's look at some cancerous flog on the cancerous map, Swiftwater. You know, if you want to double negate, play with a bad weapon on a bad map. Oh, I see the heavy back there, and surprise! Burn him, burn, burn, burn. There we go. He's gonna run over here. And there he is. Oh, another heavy. Throw it! And don't do any additional damage whatsoever, because that's not how this weapon works. So we basically just wasted the gas passer there. We had no additional skills for that. However, now we have it again, because this thing is good at pumping out gas. Is there something behind? Maybe, maybe not. So we're just pushing the cart for a little bit. And all right, so we're in the front. Throw it! Ah, I can see the heavy lights one of them on fire, and then we run in, we burn this guy, charging the gas passer some more. Here we go, burn up. Fire. The guy was still in the thing, because keep in mind it lasts twice as long as the cloud itself. However, the tick is only once. So if you've been affected by the gas cloud once and extinguished, it won't affect you again. I'm not sure if that's an oversight or a feature. Let's say it just sucks. So just waiting, he's waiting, waiting, waiting. There we go, throw it! And now his teammates will be able to light people on fire and do that 50 damage over time that you could do with just a shotgun with 2 shots at this distance. And there we go, burn. And quick fix, go in, kill this heavy. Okay. Take your chance, be now. That's right, no air blast. Maybe they could make it so that if you right click with this thing, you can like swing it and like hit and reflect shit with it. Maybe that'll be good. And then they win and capture it, and it's all good. Alright, so next up is gonna be Amadeus once again. Are we gonna witness upward with this thing? So he has a festive weapon, he has the gas passer ready. I really don't like any kind of mechanic that allows you to keep whatever when you're dead. I think you should leave that for shitty games like Overwatch and other games where you have like ults that stay with you when you die. TF2 is not that kind of game. So there we go. And yeah, fuck, we didn't need to. Oh, there we go. Throw it. Fuck. God damn it. Oh. Hit him with the. Yes! Extinguisher pyro. That is one thing that we can do with this weapon that other weapons don't allow, unless you have some sick timing with like flare jumps, quick switch, great stuff, tactics. But with this thing, it's absolutely possible to burn pyros. See ya! I like what the people said in chat. That one Casiront gas passer turned pyro into a disarmed pyro. Or disabled, whatever. There we go, we have it again. Throw it! Will we have an encore? Oh, power jack, he can just run away. Fuck, shit. But we will burn him for a little bit and get the maximum afterburn, and he, okay. But at least we showed a unique proposition that can only happen when using the gas passer, and that is when you can extinguisher kill pyros that are on fire. I mean, you can do that if a friendly pyro is burning him and you hit him. You can do that then, but not otherwise. So next up is going to be none other than Pekwanik, a guy we haven't seen in a while, so always good to see people returning. And here he is. So I've fast forwarded a little bit. He's playing on Swiftwater. He played the entirety of Swiftwater from start to finish with just one life because the enemy team sucked. So there he goes, burns this medic that was on ice. And this pyro here actually is gonna die to afterburn. There you go. So that's all I wanted to show here, really, is that pyros can die to afterburn from this. Would the pyro have died to a shotgun? Yes, absolutely. He would have died to a shotgun much faster. But if you want to kind of sometimes only maybe kill them sometimes and not reliably do it every time, use the gas passer over the shotgun. If you ever play golf and you're going to play with a handicap, try like using a wooden stick instead of like a golf iron instead. That would be like about the same because then the wood would break when you hit the ball. So this is my bad. He's going to be playing here on Gravel Pit. First, just inspecting his weapon. Just going to be fast forwarding a bit until we get to the interesting parts. So first, he just goes and captures this. Nothing really happens. And then they're going to run past the enemy spawn a little bit with the rest of his team. Nope, just kidding. He's going to go this way and then burn this scout. Nothing too fancy there. All right, here we go. No, we hit him. We hit him. All right, all right. Time to let him burn. Oh, so, okay, so we got the medic, and then we have the demo man. The sniper doesn't. Okay, so, oh fuck, we gotta hit him again because he had overheal. There we go. He kills. He dies. Pyro, rewind him. Throw this on our friend. I'm not sure if it extinguished people. Probably does because it's a liquid. But then again, yeah, sure, this thing extinguished, but so does the flame gun flamethrower when you right click and you don't lose a significant amount of cooldowns. If you use the gas passer to extinguish it and you use the phlogistonator, you're pretty stupid because you could just use the man melter and it's way better. So then we have a stupid duel here with this demo knight, and if he would have had a shotgun, this guy would have been dead. We kill him anyway. Use the extinguisher, use the new speed boost, get on the point, capture. But now, we really wish that it could ignite buildings on fire. Look at this. It's covered in a gas cloud. It should be the gas that's burning. But no, nothing. It's shit. Why doesn't it burn buildings? It should. Would be a great way to just leave mini sentries certain ways. Fucking don't hold S, my bad. Just keep holding W. He's a demo knight. What is he gonna do? Random crit pan you? Pff, that hardly ever happens. He's going around the side here. He's with his heavy friend. And then throw it on the medic. And then utilize the afterburn. The medic didn't die though, mind you, because there's a dispenser right there. So then we go back here, regroup with the rest of our team. Spending a long amount of time running around doing nothing. Don't waste your time doing this. If you're doing this, you're doing it wrong. Go to the front and stay at the front and just keep doing stuff. And then we have, what is he doing? X77, that's not the official sniper strat, to just run into a heavy medic and jump and shoot. That's not what you do. So, with a nice little takedown of the sentry, they're ready to attack, but he's holding the wrong button. He's holding S instead of W. However, the engineer does have the crits, which the enemy medic, or this friendly medic, has the vaccinator, so he could vaccinate against that. However, he doesn't, and he runs in and dies. While the heavy's like, I'm gonna stand in this door and shoot at the guys. And then I'll wait until they come back and I'll shoot them again, because they don't expect that a second time. I fooled them twice. Shame on them. I think that's how it goes. Anyway, this is gonna be methamphetamine on Gorge, and he's actually gonna be doing quite a good job here. Defending as Pyro. As Pyro, Aeroblast is probably one of your strongest tools. And look at this. Heavy on the point. It's like, well, gonna wait for the Uber to fade. And light on fire. And see ya. Oh, with the reflect in him as well. Getting some of that nice damage. There we go. He has the gas passer. And now we'll see one of the few times where this thing actually pays off. He has it. He's ready. There's a friendly heavy shooting at them. He throws it. It hits! The demo man and the heavy is lit on fire, and they will eventually take a whole whopping 50 damage worth of afterburn. And 50 damage, that is a no-scope body shot, ladies and gentlemen. You can do that over the course of X amount of seconds. 4 damage at a time. And then he takes out this dispenser as well. He's holding the forward position. Whoop, gotta go down, take this health back. There's a health back under the bridge. And then he gets killed by a scout that knows how to aim the scouter gun. Ah, how repulsive. But regardless, we did pretty good. This was the only best example that I've ever experienced or seen where this weapon actually does what it's supposed to do. Does it matter? No, fucking no, hell no. It sucks, it stinks. Like if you hit people with the flare or detonator, it will do more damage plus the afterburn. So, no. No. So that was all the user submitted ones. Thanks to everybody who submitted. If you weren't featured, it was because nothing happened and it wasn't interesting, and you probably just played Pyro normally without really using this too much. Anyway, this is me, and we're going to be playing here on Upward again, one of the most played maps in the game. And this is what I would call optimal conditions, right? So here we go. We just burn, build up this damage. Here we go. And look at this. Everybody's grouped together for me to throw this. And keep in mind, at this point in time, I did not know that this thing actually had no impact on the damage it did with the flamethrower whatsoever. So I'm burning a lot of people, setting off a lot of afterburn. However, if you watch the kill feed, hardly anyone is dying. Of all of that, 2 people passed away, and I wasn't even the one that got the kills. I'm not sure if my damage even mattered. So I'm just an assist. Ah, reflect, there we go. Reflecting sentry, here we go. Throwing it once again. Burn. And there we go. And keep in mind that the flames actually penetrate through buildings. So if you're being very smart, you should not, I was hoping the heavy would run down there. You should never build stuff like this, you know, because you can just go and burn both of them at once. There we go. Gas pass once again. That was the wrong key, but I'll take it. You can see it lingers, nobody really does anything. And then we die. So even at optimal conditions where enemies are clustered together, there's a bunch of them, and you hit them with this thing and just doesn't do shit. So, if you watch my tweet, I love the Gru meme, and now we are gonna double negate by using a bad weapon on a bad map, and hopefully we will have an experience, but it just made me have a miserable time in a map that I hate. So there we go, start off with a nice little throw. Heavy gets ignited by some shots that get headshotted, so probably that damage didn't even matter in any case. We do burn this soldier dude, and in here there's a sentry and stuff. You better believe it. This Dust Bowl medic decides to take a bullet in the head. Nope, there's no sentry, but there is a sniper, and he's been causing us some headaches. We're just gonna go up and burn him. And there we go. We're gonna go around the side here. Sneak. Oh, gonna take this out, burn these guys. And then someone is gonna watch me on the kill cam and know that I'm here. So what I'm gonna do, right now I'm watching the kill feed. Because if you look in the kill feed, you can see who's dead, right? So I'm just like, all right, so I'm gonna wait until they cam. I'm gonna throw this, and then I'm gonna burn them, all right? Because that seems like a good thing to do. And he knows I'm here. So I throw it, and we're gonna have an epic battle. All right, so I lit him on fire. Completely missed the soldier somehow. Who will win? Me or that pyro? Place your bets. Bet. All right, betting is over. Let's witness who wins. And the answer is... nobody. We both died. Shit. So yeah, that's right. The gas passer sucks. I would like to see a whole rework of this thing, because as it stands right now, it performs way worse than any of the unlock damage-wise. Takes too long to charge up, doesn't last very long, can be easily negated with a competent pyro, and the 50 afterburn like damage is just laughable. It's you can obtain the same thing by just burning people a little longer, hitting them with flares, detonators, scorch shot, all that other stuff. What I would like to see this weapon become is, I want to see the effect that the pyro had in Meet the Pyro. You know when people are like screaming and running because of all the fire? I want this to be that weapon. So what I basically want, I want when you throw it, like it's a gas cloud, you can maybe push the gas cloud. If you light it on fire, it explodes. If you don't, people get coated, and then it's the gas that burns, and then you can also throw this at buildings, and then it's the area effect that burns the buildings. So you can actually burn buildings, and that would be cool because then Pyro would have a weapon that is kind of like Jarate, because Jarate is also really strong. That's what I think would be great. Right now, there's absolutely no point in using this weapon, so similar to the Dragon's Fury, wait for it, like don't delete it because you can't get it again because of contracts. But it will be maybe worth in the future if they decide to change it to something usable. Cool. All right. Next topic is going to be, we haven't done a soldier episode in a very long time. I mean, we had some how to win casuals, but not a soldier episode. So one of my favorite items that got changed in the update was actually the man treads. These weapons are actually very good when you don't want to get pushed around, basically. So you take, like you can air, like your air control is amazing, and you hardly take any pushback from like air blasts and bullets, which means pushing through a sentry choke is very easy with this. So just have that in the back of your mind that if you jump heavies, you're gonna die. But this one actually requires medic teamwork for it to be properly good. So we're actually gonna have some fun, and then after we might look at the extinguisher. But we had a lot of pyro. I think it's time we do a soldier. So be sure to play soldier. Use the man treads. You can use whatever other unlocks you want. You can mark a garden, you can stomp, you can rocket jumper, whatever. I don't care. You just have to be successful and show us why you should use these instead of like gunboats or shotgun or whatever. Cool. That out of the way, be sure to check the description below for Discord links and raffle links. And be sure to check out these videos and things and subscribe and all that stuff if you made it all the way to the end. And people who are watching this on the streams like, what the fuck is he doing?